Hello and welcome to Spring Open House. My name is Mrs. Barker and I am your student's teacher for Advanced Biology this semester. For this open house video, I would like to just cover some important reminders and announcements for this semester. I want to begin talking about the Colts Owning Learning Together expectations that we've come up with as a school that were introduced to you last semester as just a reminder of what I am expected to do, what your students are expected to do, and what you're expected to do. So I'm going to begin with my expectations. Just as a reminder, I am expected to have my Canvas course standardized, meaning that there's certain aspects of my course that are the same as everybody else's course. I'm expected to be responsive. I try really hard to answer messages and emails that same day that they're sent. At the latest, it will be answered by the end of the next school day, but I do try to be really prompt with those, especially whenever they're sent during school hours. In order to reach me, you can email, you can remind message, you can Canvas message, kind of any way that you can send me messages. And then I also am expected to send weekly progress reports. I send those on Friday afternoons, so you can kind of get a good idea of where your student is as far as grades in my class. Now, when it comes to your students, they are expected to come to all sync times and have their cameras on during those sync times. That way that they can interact and answer questions and things like that. Last semester, towards the end of the semester, we were having a little bit of trouble with kids just deciding to skip Zoom. Please make sure you talk to your students and make sure they understand that those Zoom meetings are important. For some of them, that's the only time that I really get to interact with them and ask them questions and make sure that they're really understanding our content. So it is really important for them to come to those meetings. Second, it's really important for them to ask for help right away when they need help. If they don't understand something, if they don't know how to do an assignment, if they don't know how to turn in an assignment, it's really important that they ask me right away. That way they don't fall behind. If they don't ask questions and just don't do things or don't understand concepts, then they're going to fall behind as we move on as a class. And then lastly, it is important for your students to be checking Canvas, checking their email, and checking Teams. Every day they need to be looking in Canvas for their assignments. There will be assignments, videos, or assignments to do, things like that every single day for them to watch or complete. They do need to check their email pretty often. Most of the time I do most of my communication through Canvas because I know that that's what they're in, but every once in a while they might get an email from me. And then lastly, make sure they are checking Teams, checking their grades so that they know what their grade is in my class. They know if they need to do extra credit or not, stuff like that. Lastly, with the Colts Owning Learning Together, let's go over the parent expectations. Just some quick expectations for you guys to, number one, daily check in with your kid. Make sure that you know what's going on. Make sure they know what's going on. Number two, make sure you're checking Teams grades weekly. That is super easy because I do send you those Teams grades every Friday, so you can see that progress report. And then if you have questions about the grade that you see, you can go onto Teams and kind of look at each individual assignment. And then lastly, please reach out to me if you have concerns, if you have questions, anything like that. Like I said, I'm pretty prompt in returning responses. So send me an email, send me a Canvas message, send me a remind message. If you want to talk on the phone, just send me a message and we'll set up a time to do so. I also want to go over some important announcements and reminders for this semester. The biggest one being that your student will have a STAR test at the end of the year for biology. This is a STAR tested subject. They will have to take that STAR test. The STAR test is in person, so your student will need to come to campus that day to take the test. It is important for graduation requirements. We will be sending out some more information about that as we get closer to it, and we'll be doing some big reviews and stuff for that test. But just as a heads up, that is coming up. And then second off, I am still offering credit redemption for any 6 weeks that your student did not pass, first semester or second semester. That redemption is available on my Canvas course. I talk about it almost every single Zoom session, so hopefully your student knows about it, knows how to get to it. If not, they can always send me a message and I'll walk them through it. The modules that I have on Canvas are broken down by 6 weeks. So if they didn't pass the 4th 6 weeks, they do the 4th 6 weeks module, they complete it, I change their grade, and they get a passing grade for that 6 weeks. So if your student didn't pass any 6 weeks this year, please encourage them to get that done. That way they can get a passing grade for the semester and not have to retake biology. Lastly, I do just want to give you my contact information. My email is traley@aisd.net. I'm available in the mornings, first period, 7:35 to 9:15. And I'm also available every afternoon from 3 to 4. There is a QR code on your screen that if you would like to contact me, if you'd like to set up a time for a phone call, if you want me to email you, anything like that, you can scan that QR code or go to the URL at the bottom, tinyurl.com/MrsBarkerContact, and it just asks what's the best way to contact you, what would you like to talk about, and I will reach out and answer any questions that you might have. If you don't want to fill out the form, you can also just shoot me an email and we can set it up that way. So again, if you have questions, if you have concerns, please reach out to me. I will do my best to respond to you as quickly as I can and discuss whatever it is that you would like to discuss. All right, thank you for watching this video. Have a great day.